Hi guys and welcome back to my channel and Merry Christmas. Today's video is going to be a currently loving / really early December favourites. I did put up a first video of this a couple of weeks ago, but the sound quality just wasn't working every time I uploaded it. I tried about 3 times, so I've had to take it down, but this is basically the second in the series, but the first that's going to be properly uploaded. And it's basically similar to a monthly favourites, but instead of sticking to a monthly routine, it's just as and when I accumulate things that I've really been enjoying. The first thing that I really loved is my holiday to Stockholm in Sweden. I went for a long weekend, went for 3 nights and 4 days, and it was just perfect. It was so beautiful, really easy to walk around, everyone was so friendly, the food was amazing. It is quite expensive, but it was totally worth it and just what me and my boyfriend needed. We just needed some time away to relax before Christmas, so that was amazing. A lot of my favourites are also going to be kind of relating to that because it's things that I took away with me, so just kind of bear that in mind. If you want to see more about my holiday to Stockholm, I am going to be writing up a blog post about it with loads of different pictures, so keep an eye out for that. Also, I've got my lovely Christmassy jumper on. This is also a kind of favourite, our Christmas jumpers, especially the Primark ones. This is a Primark Finest I got yesterday and it actually lights up, which is amazing. They do the best tacky Christmas jumpers, so definitely go there if you're looking for some. I also got some really good ones from H&M yesterday as well. So another fashion favourite for this month is this bag from Urban Outfitters, and it's a backpack, which is actually my first backpack since I was in about year 7, because I used to use them as a school bag, but none of them were actually cool. But this one I think is rather cool, if I say so myself. I bought this specifically for Sweden because I knew we'd be doing a lot of walking. I wanted something that was good for the aeroplane as well, for hand luggage, and I wanted something that was waterproof and secure. So I'm not sure if this is real leather or not, but it is definitely waterproof. I think because it's black it goes with everything. I like the hardware, and the good thing about these clasps as well is that they're kind of difficult to undo, so you can't really get pickpocketed with them, because that's something I was a bit worried about wearing a backpack kind of around Sweden, even though I don't think anyone pickpockets in Sweden because everyone's just so nice. You have adjustable straps on the back, but I didn't need to adjust those too much, and some kind of 2 different leathers, and like I said, the kind of gold hardware, and you've got poppers here as well. It's really roomy inside. I fitted a lot in here and it wasn't too heavy either, so I had my camera and lens in here, I had a map, I had a big book, my purse, my passport, gloves, some makeup, so I really did fill it, but not too much, but you can fit a lot in. It's quite deceiving, so that was really good and really comfortable, so I've really enjoyed using this, and I also think I'm going to start using it to commute to and from work because backpacks have kind of changed my life. So yeah, this is amazing, and it should still be in the shops. I only bought it about 2 weeks ago. As usual, most of my favourites are makeup, so I'm going to start with some skincare next. The first, I just want to do a quick mention to the Botanics Rose Water Toning Spritz, and I have done a review on this, I think. I'll link it below if I have, on my blog. And I used to use this ages ago, then I went on to try lots of different toners, but I've really been enjoying this. It was in my bin of skincare. I have a whole huge bin of kind of backup products. I'd run out of toner and I just thought I'd use this again, and it's really refreshing, really nice, does the job. You can use it day and evening, and I've just kind of been enjoying it for a bit more of a gentle toner. Another oldie but a goodie is the Liz Earle Cleanse and Polish. This is the limited edition version in Jasmine and, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this, Osmanthus. I'm not a huge fan on the scent. I definitely prefer the original scent, but it does exactly the same job. This is the 150ml version, but I got it for the same price as the standard. I think they were doing an offer in John Lewis or something, and I got 2 new muslin cloths as well. I always use this on and off. I use it and I love it, and then I go and try something else because that's what beauty bloggers like to do, or beauty lovers in general. You like to try different things, but I always end up coming back to it because it's just so nice. It really kind of balances my skin if I'm having any breakouts. It helps soothe them and just keep everything under control. It's amazing at taking off makeup, so I forgot to bring micellar water or face wipes with me to Sweden, but I just double cleansed with this. So I did 1 cleanse to get off most of the makeup and a 2nd cleanse to deep clean my skin, but it's amazing at taking off waterproof eye makeup or a lot of makeup in general if that's what you choose to wear. So this is just such a kind of blogger favourite, but I can totally understand why, and I would definitely recommend picking this up for all skin types. This is a mini, and this is by Caudalie. It's the Divine Oil. I think I picked this up in a blog sale, I think, and I've only really just started using it. I put it in my handbag and I started using it at work, so on the ends of my hair if it needed it, on my skin if I'd forgot to moisturise, in my kind of cuticles. You can basically use this for so many different things, and this little travel size is perfect for kind of popping in your bag or taking away with you. So I took this away to Sweden with me as well, and I used it in place of a hair oil because I didn't want to bring so many different hair products with me, and I just really like it. The smell is really kind of subtle and inoffensive. It's just kind of lightly perfumed. It's very nice. I don't think you can really not like it, if that makes sense, and it's so good that my colleague actually bought it after using mine. So this is definitely a really good all-rounder. It's not too heavy and it's not too greasy, but I do try and use it a little bit sparingly. This one's a bit cheeky to put in my favourites because I did only get it a couple of days ago, but I've been really impressed with it so far. Came back from Sweden, yeah, I know I'm mentioning it again, Sweden. On the plane back from Sweden, I forgot my lip balm, which is ridiculous because I have so many, so I had to buy another one because I just knew my lips would be awful after the flight, and the only one that was available was the Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Cream Lip Protectant. I've heard a lot about the 8-Hour Cream, but I've never tried it myself, but I thought this would be perfect, and I've been using it a lot. Ben, my boyfriend, has also been using it, so it's quite multi-purpose. It smells a bit like citronella, so you may or may not like that, quite kind of lemony. But as soon as I put it on, like, I felt a difference. Not only does it protect your lips, it also heals them as well. Okay, onto the makeup. The first is a primer, and you might recognise this from a haul that I did back in summer, and it's the Fix and Protect Pro from Rimmel London. And I was kind of a bit meh about it. I didn't think it did much, and I kind of threw it to the back of a drawer. Then it came to kind of autumn winter time. My skin got more dehydrated. I do still get oil in my T-zone, but it's definitely more dehydrated. My makeup wasn't really sitting properly, so I thought I would give this a go again, and I absolutely love it. It has been amazing. I've been using it for weeks and weeks now, and it just makes such a difference. It means that your makeup just glides on, it sits really well, it doesn't look cakey, and I've been wearing a lot more kind of matte long wearing bases, especially because obviously long days at the office and the weather and things. I want something that's long wearing, I don't have to keep on touching up. But this stops anything looking cakey or sitting weird or settling into pores. It makes your makeup last longer as well, and I've just been really impressed with this, so I've completely changed my mind. I probably won't be using it over summer because it just didn't work for me then, but for the colder kind of months this has been amazing. And I've been pairing it with two foundations in particular. Like I said, my more mattifying ones. The Rimmel Stay Matte, it works really well with this. This foundation, again, I picked it up in the same haul. I wasn't wowed by it. I thought it is quite thick. I still think it's quite thick, and it can easily feel quite heavy and cakey, but paired with this and with the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, you can buff it out to a really kind of nice flawless finish. Actually wearing both of these today, and yeah, it's kind of changed my mind using these together about both of these. The other foundation that I've really enjoyed using with the primer and also by itself for day and for night, is definitely one of my all-time favourite foundations now, and very dirty from being in my bag, is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Foundation. And I just think this is so good. Like I said, day or night, it's really long wearing, it looks like skin, it really perfects your skin. You can build it up, you can have one layer or build it up to more fuller coverage. It covers blemishes nicely, but it doesn't look really kind of fake, and it just gives a really nice kind of satin finish to your skin. I've said before that I was worried that this would, especially because of the bottle, which sounds silly, I thought it would be really kind of cakey and thick, a bit like this one could be if you didn't apply it properly, but this is just a dream. It's kind of quite thin actually in consistency, and like I just said, it has really good shine control as well. Just an all-round really nice foundation. Okay, another face product, and this is by Sleek, and I really like Sleek makeup, but I don't tend to talk about it that much. I'm not sure why. This is the Face Form Contouring and Blush Palette, which is again a blogger's favourite. Mine is very dirty in the mirror, so I'm going to cover that up, but you basically get a bronze, a highlight and a blusher. In particular, I've been loving the highlighter. I've been applying it with the Real Techniques contour brush across the tops of my cheekbones. I'm wearing it today, and down the centre of my face, and it gives just such a nice kind of subtle but beautiful highlight without being chunky at all or really glittery, so I've really been enjoying that. And I also have been loving this palette in general because I took it away with me because you have everything, and I just wore this the whole time. I didn't bring any other bronzers or blushes with me, which I normally would. So this blusher is a really nice dupe for Orgasm by NARS as well. Very, very similar and very, very pigmented, all of these as well, so great quality for the money. This bronzer is really good for contouring because it's quite dark and it's not on the orangey side, so you do have to use a light hand with this to make sure you blend it in well. I tend to use this more, like I said, for contouring rather than bronzing my whole face, but you can do that as long as you kind of blend it out really, really well. I tend to kind of swish my brush in the mirror to make sure I don't have any harsh edges. But yeah, the quality of these palettes are amazing. I've got another blush palette by Sleek as well, and I just highly recommend them. Really good quality for the price. On to lip products. It wouldn't be a video without lip products, and two favourites. The first, which I think I've mentioned really recently but I can't remember, I did a blog post featuring this lip colour, so I will post that down below for you, but it's by Revlon, which is my favourite all-time drugstore brand, and it's the Colour Burst Matte Balm. I have all the different kind of versions of their balms and their kissable lip stains, but this is definitely one of my favourite formulas and also colours. So it's this purple colour, what's it called? It's called Shameless, number 215. It's really, really nice with my hair and skin tone. Although it is matte, it's a very creamy formula but very long lasting, so it doesn't feel drying on the lips at all, but you can kind of eat and drink, you don't have to worry about touching it up too much. So just a really nice all-rounder, and again you don't need to have a sharpener at all, which is always a plus point, so love these. The second lip products are by Maybelline, and these are one of kind of my favourite, I think, lip products from the drugstore. I just think they're so good for the price point. They're the Maybelline Colour Drama pencils. I've got the colours Very Much, which I've also done a post on, so I will link that below. And then this one is more of kind of a pinky deep nude called Keep It Classy. You do have to sharpen these, but that means you can get a bit of a finer point, which is good. But these just glide on so nicely on the lips. They're really long lasting, not drying at all. I think I prefer the formula a tiny bit more over the Revlon Colour Burst Colour Balm stain, which I just spoke about. And the colours are just so intense as well. Like, literally there is not a thing that I don't like about these lip products at all. Now for a bit of Christmas glitter. I used to use these products kind of ages ago, back at uni, which is actually unfortunately quite a long time ago now, but it's the Glitter Glam Crystals Dazzling Gel Eyeliner by Collection. This is the shade, what's it called? Le Freak. And it's like this turquoise glitter shade, and they do a whole host of colours. I have quite a few of these, and I picked this up again because for my Christmas party at work my dress had this kind of colour sequins on, so I did a really kind of thin liner under my eye here, and it just went really perfectly with it, and I just forgot how nice these are. What's good is that the glitter is kind of very packed in, so you don't have to keep on using those and those and going over and over it to get any kind of glitter under your eye or on top if you want to use it that way. They're really good they're a really good price point and just really nice for the party season. So finally on to two nail varnishes that I've been enjoying. These are by Rimmel as well. It's the first time I've tried the range. It's the Salon Pro Lycra. I love the brush. It's quite thick, so you can do kind of one nail really quickly each time, and I thought I'd pick up these colours because they're a little bit different to anything else I have. This one is Desire, and it's kind of a metallic-y deep aubergine shade, and then this is a dark pink called, well, it's called Urban Purple, but I think it's more of a pinky shade. And both of these have lasted really well on my fingers. Really impressed with the formula, and they're not very expensive either, so I definitely want to pick up some more colours of these, and again nice colours for this time of year as well. So that's it for my December favourites. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, or leave me a comment because I always love chatting to you. Say bye bye. No, is that you shaking your head? Love you, bye bye. Bye guys.